Hi everyone, it's Heidi from flutterbyheidi.co.uk. I'm Heidi Smith, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in the United Kingdom, and today I'm talking hand-penned petals and the new in colours. So this is a beautiful new suite from the a new annual catalogue that have these lovely sketchy flowers in it and some super sentiments and some lovely infill stamps to fill those in as well. And it comes with coordinating dies. So not only do you have a die to cut out this lovely image here and also this one, but you've got a detailed die as well, and that's what I wanted to use today, as you can see here on this lovely in colour card. So the new in colours, this is Fresh Freesia, and I thought I'd use the new polished pink, which is this beautiful and vibrant pink we've got, but it's a pretty pink, not a kind of harsh pink. And Magenta Madness is a really strong kind of almost going to the neon shade, whereas this is bright but not quite neon. And I'm also using the Stitch So Sweetly dies. So that's these lovely scalloped and stitched shape that you've got here. And they come in layering ones, so you've got some lovely labels, and then you've got these layering rectangles as well. Everything from some little itty bitty ones for just of words up to big ones to create panels. So I'm going to be using my Stampin' Emboss machine, Stampin' Emboss, Cut and Emboss machine even, to also help create this. And I've used on this one a little bit of some of the sheer ribbon. I've only got that in a couple of colours at the moment, so I've got it in the Fresh Freesia and the Soft Succulent as well, but I haven't yet splashed out on the polished pink, so I'm going to use just some baker's twine on my other version as well. And of course decorating the envelope, so I've just stamped simply in the coordinating colour on the envelope as well to give us a really pretty thank you card. So and these are my customer thank yous for this month. So let's do some die cutting first. Now, what I am using for these are the self-adhesive sheets. So these come in big sheets. There you go, 6 by 12, as you can see there. I've got some of my old adhesive sheets in as well. And they have these layers on them, so you can easily peel those back and attach it to your card. And I've cut a piece that is around the right size for my die, so I'm not wasting anything. Like so. So I just attach it to the back, then we're going to run it through the die cutting machine, and I'm going to use my little mini cut and emboss here. So this is a little dinky one, absolutely perfect for when you're out and about, if you're crafting with friends on the go, or if you've got a small space at home. If not only it folds up anyway, but also, you know, not everybody has a big space. These plates line up really well. The only thing I would say is just make sure you don't put your dies too close to the edge. So you'll see these lines, that's for you to keep your die behind. So that's my first one. So that's one I've cut out. You can see it's cut through really well on those. And then I'm going to cut my label. So my Stitch So Sweetly. So that's on a piece that's, I don't know, it's about 6-7 centimetres. So that's that layer there. So as pop my die back in, and then I just want that outline die as well to create our other layer. I just thought it'd be rather nice just to make a change to kind of layer it up on some white. Now if you wanted to, you could obviously stamp or ink the background through it as well, but I just, as I say, just wanted to keep it really simple. And partly because obviously when you, not that I have dozens of thank you cards, I wish, it would be lovely if I had lots of customers, but those I do have. I do like to send a little thank you to them for their business, a little gift and a little card as well. And so I tend to make those perhaps probably a little simpler, although it does vary. Sometimes I just send out some of the cards that I've made in my videos, so you might people get a fancy fold as well. So there we've got our components, and you'll see this just pulls away perfectly. Those will go in my scraps tub. So we've got our layer here, and all I'm going to do is pop that out. Now I'm just going to use my pokey tool in this instance, although actually often with these, when you peel away, always the way, isn't it? Right, there we go. That layer will often take the dye, there we go. You can see it often takes those other pieces out with it as well. So those actually then stay, especially if I give them a little press, and then I can use them potentially on another project as well. I'll just keep them on that die cut. There we go. So not all of them, but the vast majority have stayed on that background. And then all I'm going to do, just make sure I haven't got any stray bits, those little holes, and these ones, there we go. Like so. And then you've got that big pair of leaves at the bottom, so that's what I'm going to use to sort of line up, and just pop that on. There we go. You've got that lovely pop of pink on the front of that die cut, and that was, you know, really quick and easy. And then those ones you can always use to infill another die at another time if you wanted to. I have to say it's not a technique that I tend to do, perhaps I'm too lazy. But there we go. Anyway, so I'm just going to pop my thanks on the bottom here. Like so. I probably should have used my Stampin' Pierce mat for that, being a photopolymer stamp. But I didn't. However, I am going to use it for my large stamp. So what I've got is a standard card base here of thick basic white. So I've just done this at just under half a sheet of UK cardstock, so 5 3/4 by 8 1/4, 14.5 by 21, scored at 4 1/8 or 10.5 centimetres. And now what I'm going to do is grab my big image here, along with my polished pink ink, and all I'm going to do is stamp that twice, once in the corner here, like so, and once up on the top here. And if those overlap, it doesn't matter, because that centre panel is going to be covered up by our layer. So all that remains now is to add that layer in the middle. Let's grab some dimensionals. So you're going to want to support those. By support that I mean you want something that's going to stop the middle bending in. Just going to get rid of those dimensional backs while we're here. So this layer I'm actually going to pop up, and you could measure if you wanted to. I'm just going to keep it quite generic, quite sort of casual, not precise. There's a surprise. And I'm going to put my dimensionals just on the top corners here and round the outside edge, so that they will support the image, and then I'll use, like so. So it's actually at the same level as this one. On the first one I actually put the layer flat, and then just popped the floral image itself up on dimensionals, but on this one I actually prefer to have that sort of dimension all the way through. So I'm just going to add probably another one on the corner here, and then I'm going to come in with a little bit of wet glue just to make sure that that attaches and doesn't lift up as well. So take our backs off our dimensionals. So there we have a really quick and easy card to make using some of our fabulous new in colours. This one's a nice bit of polished pink, and then, as I say, to finish it off, I've just created a bow out of a bit of thick baker's twine. Really easy to create a bow. I don't cut a piece off. I just tie it on the edge there, on the end, and just pull it tight, and then just keep pulling until you're happy with the size and shape of your bow. There we go. I'm going to make it a little smaller. And then one of the best things for adding bows onto our cards are some of our glue dots, which typically having said glue dots. Okay, in which case my other alternative is to add a little bit of Stampin' Seal Plus on the back there. They're these little strips. And what I will do, actually, on this one, I don't know where my glue dots are. So if you just, oh, it's not going to work for me today, but I will add a little bit of glue onto that, and that's going to go on the bottom there. For my other one, I just cut a little tag and I tucked it underneath the edge of my glue. But you know what? I think it can probably work without. So, thanks for watching. Quick and easy card using new ink colours. Well worth having a look at them. And if you like a nice pretty pink, then go for polished pink. We've got lovely fresh freesia as well. And then that's my original card. So, thanks for watching. Come back and see me again soon. Bye for now.